Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you've not been here before, my name's Kate and my YouTube channel is Cards by Kate Fletcher. If you're a regular subscriber, thank you very much for stopping by today and I hope you enjoy the video. So today I thought I would do a different kind of video, and it's just going to be a video with me voiceovering over the top and colouring an image. So the image that I have stamped, I've used two different stamp sets on. I have used Frosty Friends, which was a clearly besotted stamp set that came in Creative Stamping magazine last year, and then I've used the new stamp set that I got from Craft Stash earlier, I think this month, if not November, called Classic Christmas, and it was free. I just paid postage. So I'd already stamped the image and done some masking, and what you can see now is I'm just colouring the lights in, and I thought I'd use my Spectrum Noir Sparkle inks to colour the lights. Thought it gave a really nice effect. So the colour I am using on the red at the moment is Glacier Cherry or Glass Cherry. I'm not really sure how you pronounce that. I'm sure somebody can let me know. And then in a minute you'll see me use a green and a yellow. The green, if anyone is interested, is Festive Spruce, and the yellow is, I believe, Candlelight. Yeah, it is. And then I actually did the bows on the train as well, and for that I used mulled wine. It's a really nice deep red and it's gorgeous. So in between doing the green and the yellow, I actually had to stop the video and go and wash my hands, because as I shook this green up it went everywhere. I think the lid can't have been on properly, so as I'm undoing it, the green went all over my hands, and as you can see there's a lot of white on the cardstock, and I didn't want to make a mistake and then have it ruined by putting green handprints all over the image, so I went and washed that off. The cardstock I'm using is the Tonic cardstock that I got on the Black Friday deals. It's really nice to use actually. I really like it. So really happy that I took a chance on that. It's a really nice size. I actually end up turning this image into a card in a little bit, and it goes nicely on a 5x7 card blank. So I literally did every third light for the different colours. I just thought it worked really well, and I stuck with red, gold and green because that's just really festive, isn't it? And then you can see I'm just using a microfiber cloth to clean my brush off between colours. So back I come with nice cleanish hands. I couldn't get it all off, but it is water-based paint, so you know it came off quite easily. I think in between this one and starting the main image, my husband actually brought me up a bacon and egg sandwich, so I had to stop the video again. But there you go. So with this yellow, I found it was getting quite watery, and I don't know why, because the green kind of was splodgy, although it doesn't look it like with the finished image, and then the yellow was really watery, so I don't really know what happened or what caused the change, but I mean it looks fine, so it's not the end of the world. So that is the lights all done. I think they look really, really pretty, and I really like the sparkle when it hits the light, right? So I thought to start with the lights would be a good idea, because then that was the top done and I could focus on the bottom without smudging anything. So here comes the mulled wine for the bows. So this is the second card like this I have made. The first one I did for my cousin's baby, who is called Luke. It's his first Christmas. And then it occurred to me that actually I knew someone else who had a family member with a baby, so I sent them a picture and said, would you like a card like this? And they said, oh, yes please, if you have time. So I made time to do it, and I'm really happy with how it came out. And actually I wish I'd masked the bows onto Luke's card, but they were a bit of an afterthought. You know, when you look at something and you think, oh, I could do this, this or this. So yeah, really happy how the masking went on this card. Now this red, it wasn't going down the same as it did on the first card, which is really strange. It went really dark on the right hand side and then really light on the left, which I suppose isn't the end of the world because it shows shading and lights, but on a baby's card I don't think they're that bothered about shading and light, so I'm not really sure why I was having an issue. But as you can see, the right hand side is really dark. I mean, it came out okay, but I just don't know why it did it. And then I thought, well, I could like add water and maybe fix it a bit, but then I did play with it a tiny bit, which we'll see in a minute. But in the end I thought just leave it, because otherwise you're going to wreck the whole card and have to start again. So better just to kind of have it in a passable state. But I wasn't like really unhappy with it. And it's really hard actually to do this kind of colouring when you can't put your head down to see what you're doing, because obviously I'm trying to keep my head out of shot. And yeah, it was quite challenging when you can't get down close enough to see what you're doing. But it came out okay, so that's the main thing. So I thought a train is a nice idea for a baby boy. I liked the lights across the top, it just broke it up a bit, and I really like the font of the On Your First Christmas as well. I think it's really pretty. In a minute what I'm going to be using is actually the watercolours pencils that I got from the works just before the second lockdown. Now I know I did a review video a few weeks ago and I wasn't that impressed with them, but I took on board some of the comments and some of the tips I was given in the comment section of that video, and for those that gave tips, I thank you, because do you know what, I tried some of them and they really worked, and I now really like those pencils. They are brilliant. And if you're looking for a cost-effective, really nice set of, there's a really good color spectrum there. You get a lot of different shades, so they blend really nicely. You get this really good value for money. I haven't used the brush that came in the box, to be honest. I just use this watercolor brush, but I'm actually really chuffed with them, and I would say if you are looking for a cost-effective watercolor set to try, definitely recommend you have a go with them. I can't remember how much they were. I think, was it £6 I said, something like that. They are the Premier Art Materials, the Artist Choice Bold Mere. You get 72 colours, and yeah, they're quite nice. They're round barrel. On the back of the books there is actually a colour swatch as well for the bottom layer and the top layer, which is quite helpful, but I do tend to swatch out as I'm working anyway, which you'll probably see in a minute, because I think I bring my swatch sheet in. It's just a scrap bit of paper and I just kind of play around on the scrap piece of paper until I'm happy with the consistency or the colour brightness that I've got before I take it to my cardstock. There you go, there's my swatch sheet. So that's all of the work I'm going to do with the Spectrum Noir inks, and I think it looks really effective. It just brings a different something to the card, and I really like what it brings. It just brings a different kind of vibrancy, and yeah, I really like how they work. So you can see I am going with the water direct to the tip of the pencil, which is a tip that a couple of people had mentioned in the review video, and I actually found this worked really well. Later on in the video I do use a Papercraft Society pencil and a Stetelia pencil, but for the most of it I'm just using these pencils from the works. See, I'm just playing around over there, trying different things, trying to work out what colour. I wanted quite a dark grey for the train body, so I was just kind of trying to get one that I was happy with. And I just start at the bottom. I kind of wanted it darker at the bottom. Again, I was going for a little bit of the whole shading and light thing, but I wasn't really fussy because, as I say, babies don't care about shading and light. In fact, talking about babies, I don't remember how many of you remember the peekaboo card that I made for my own daughter. It was in a Project Share Sunday recently. Well, I gave it to her yesterday and she absolutely loves it, and I can't tell you how happy it makes me to watch her. She literally will just sit there opening and closing the card just to see the image move. It's so sweet. In fact, I've had to take it off her because I was scared she was going to break it, and obviously at some point it will go in her scrapbook. The scrapbook we don't really talk about, hey, because it's been started and not getting very far. But anyway, I just thought I'd let you guys know how much she loves the card. It's so sweet to watch, and she is obsessed with the penguins, so I think I have created a mini House Coupled Itch fan, so that's good news. So I'm just shading in the train again. I'm just trying to add some depth of colour here. I was having trouble with this brush. I've lost track of what brush is from where, because we did get a water brush with the Papercraft Society box, but also I've bought some and then I've had some sent to me and I'm a bit lost as to which one's which. But I was finding this brush kind of felt like it was leaking. It was all done up properly and everything, but the bristles just seemed to be getting really wet. Later on in the video you'll see that I kept like drying it off and drying it off and drying it off and then going back to the pencil. So I don't know whether it was just the design of this particular brush that I was using, but the bristles just seemed to be constantly wet and it was making it really hard to get dark colours down because just they were going really light and water-based far too quick. But anyway, I persevered and I was very happy with the end result. So I think that's going to be it from me for now. So I will put some music on and let you watch the rest of the video in peace. So I will thank you very much for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well and warm. And I will be back soon with some more videos. So take care. Thanks so much for watching and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.